Good afternoon. Your Trackside with Mr. Miz, and I'm just kind of hanging out in between trains, sort of taking a look around, and a thought occurred to me. It's fairly common in right-wing circles to hear it stated that the left can't meme. If you've had the good sense to stay off of social media for the last 10 years or so, you may ask yourself, well, what is a meme? Well, a meme is just usually a picture circulated on social media that's designed to humorously express something, you know, any number of things. A lot of them are political, though, and that's the ones that we're talking about now. So, here's the reason, in my view, as to why the left can't meme. First off, while there are some exceptions, you know, a lot of these left-wingers you run into, they're just really humorless people. There are people who seem to spend the bulk of their waking hours attempting to figure out how and why they should be offended by something that, you know, was normal to 99% of the population anywhere from, you know, one day to, you know, a year ago. Maybe a little further back. I mean, the way things are advancing, though, who the hell knows? But yeah, so the lack of humor probably makes it difficult to create something that most people would consider funny. But there's another reason for it as well. Left-wing ideology is very, very difficult to square with things like reason and logic and common sense and, you know, normal human behavior that people observe on a regular basis. Or any of the lessons of history, or basic economics, or, you know, even the most, you know, cursory understanding of the law of cause and effect. Now, because of this, your typical left-wing meme falls into one of two categories beyond being not particularly funny. Either it really doesn't make its point because there's too much explanation involved in it, or it attempts to make its point by becoming a frickin' wall of text that no one has the time or the inclination to read. And that brings me to another theory of mine. Left-wingers typically want to believe themselves to be smarter than everybody else. You'll see all these things where, you know, if you have a higher IQ, that you're more likely to be liberal, etc., etc. I think really what it is a combination of two things. Number one, most liberals tend to be better indoctrinated, which is basically what most of our school system has become at this point. And number two, when you imagine the amount of mental gymnastics you have to do to believe sincerely what these people believe in the face of all of the evidence to the contrary, they're probably in an almost perpetual state of mental exhaustion. And having had to expend all of that mental effort to try and reconcile their beliefs with the numerous proofs that they're wrong, I think leaves them in a state of constant mental exhaustion that leads to this conclusion. Anyways, that's just my 2 cents coming from the tracks. Hope you liked the video. If so, please, you know, like, comment, share, subscribe, and hope you have a good day.